Hi, Stampers. It is Wednesday, April 16th, and I am bringing you a pre-recorded video of the cross card that we made the other day in our cards and coffee class. And it was super cute, and I wanted to share it with you. So I hope you will like this card, and I'm going to show you at the end how you can change it. The cross card obviously would be great for Easter. You could also use it for baptisms or confirmation. It does open like this, and you can also, it stands up as well. So you could make these, and you could have these like at your Easter table if you wanted to, or as a little favor. Give them out to your pastors or church friends. So there's a lot of different uses for this, not only Easter, but other ones too. So again, my name is Dory from Stampin' Always with Dory. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I've been a demonstrator for 22 years. You can find me on Facebook and YouTube at Stampin' Always with Dory. And you can also I go live every Monday at 8:45, and then I usually have another video that I share with you during the week. You can find me at doryschneider.stampinup.net, and if you need any supplies, I would love to be your demonstrator. All right, so here is the project that we're going to make, like I said, and let me go over the supplies with you. So I chose to use the Festive Floral. No, I didn't. I just said that wrong. Floral Delight, sorry, designer series paper. And you can find that in our spring catalog. And it is part of the Floral Delight suite. If you missed my video on Monday, I made a cute fun fold card with the Floral Delight. Let me bring that in. You make me smile. And it is a trifold. So check that out. But we are going to start this evening with one of my favorites, Daffodil Delight. It is a great card for spring. Daffodil Delight, Lemon Lolly, all the all the lemon colors. Sorry guys, I've worked all day, so my brain is a little fried. So hopefully I'll make sense for the rest of the video. All right, so I'm going to start out with my cut and score tool, okay, and I'm going to use my piece of Daffodil Delight, which is 8.5 by 5.5. So I'm going to come and score this as we normally would to make a regular card. I'm going to score this in half at 4.25. Then I'm going to move it over, okay, and I'm going to score again at 7.25, and that's all. So 8.5 by 5.5, and you're going to score at 4.25 and 7.25. Okay. All right. So I'm going to fold this in half, and then I'm going to fold this front piece back. Okay. And you could use this as a card. You wouldn't have to put the cross in the front. You could just make this a fun fold. I'll show you how I'm going to use my designer series paper in a minute, where I'm going to place that. And then you could just put a large die cut on the front, and I'll show you that at the very end. So if you can use this for other cards as well. All right. So next I'm going to bring in my designer series paper. I have two pieces. I have one for the inside. I love this one. I don't know if there's a top and a bottom. We're going to have it going this way. This one is pretty. It has the lemon lolly on the other side, but then it also has the nice blue in it as well. So this is going to make ours this one a little different. Okay, so we have 4 by 5.25. And then we're going to take our piece for the front, which is 2 3/4 by 5.25. That's going to go right there. Let me make sure it's going. I don't know which way is up and which way is down, but here we go. Okay. So we're going to put that piece there. And there we go. Okay. So next, this is the piece that is going to fold for us. I have a piece of soft suede, and that is going to go in the front. You could also do it where you put the, I think this one might be too long. Oh, it's way too long. We're going to have to trim this, but you could also do it where you just put the designer series paper, but I liked it with the layer of the soft suede on there. Okay, so we have this piece here, just like that. All right. And then we're going to put, I'm going to trim this. And let me see. So it's 5 1/4. So we're going to make it, that'll be 5 1/8. No, 5 1/2. Let me see if I did this correctly. After working and math do not go together. So I'm going to trim that. I'm going to trim off. Should be, I think, 5 1/4 is what it should be. Let me see if I did that right. Because it's kind of just a little bit. Yeah, you just give that one more little haircut. There we go. Paper haircut. Okay. So I'm going to use my Tombow, and I'm going to just put that on the top like that. And again, you just have the tiniest little layer around the outside, like you're 1/8 of an inch, but it really makes that designer series paper pop. Okay, so then we're going to put our other piece on the front. Goodness gracious, there we go. I grabbed the wrong piece, I apologize. So we have this piece, and that's going to make the top piece in our cross. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my Tombow right here. That way I don't have to worry about, sometimes I get a little crazy. I know you guys don't, but I do. I get a little excited with my glue. And so you're going to kind of decide where you want that piece to go. Okay. And you're going to hold it because it does move around. And that's where I want the cross to go. Okay. Then I have my other piece of designer series paper, and this again comes from the Floral Delight. Okay. And I'm going to put that right on top there. Okay. Just like that. Isn't it so cool? So you have your cross, just like that. All right. So then I have this is one of my die cuts. And this is where I chose to put the Happy Easter on here. You could put, from all of us, honestly, whatever you wanted on there. I'm grabbing my dimensionals here. Okay, so I'm going to use a little avalanche here if I'm not careful. There we go. Okay. Whew. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink up my Happy first, because I want the Happy to be on the top. Just like that. Oh, I have a little Easter there, but I'm going to fix that. Okay. I thought I cleaned it. Apparently I didn't, but we can fix it. Don't you worry. And then I'm going to ink up the Easter on the other side. Okay. And you can also, I should have done this. You can put a little piece of scrap paper there. So when you're doing the Easter, you don't want the Happy, you just put that there. You can do like a Post-it note. Mine is not cooperating, but I'm going to have my Easter go this way. And then you don't have to worry about your little Happy showing on the other side if you end up having some ink on it like I did there for Easter. Okay? So this is going to go on the front of our cross with dimensionals. And I'm gonna put it right here. 1 and 2. So I hope you guys all had a great day today. I work in the labor and delivery unit. I'm a patient care technician, and we had a crazy day of babies being born. So it It was a good day. All right. So I have this little E here, and I'm going to be like, oh, but I can cover that. See, you can always cover. Creatively cover. No such thing as mistakes. So I'm going to put one of my little flowers there. Okay. And then I'm going to put one here. It's going to look different than the other one because I had a little schmutz I had to cover up there, but no one will know except for all of you, and I know you guys aren't going to tell on me. And here's the other one here. We're going to do that just like that. Happy Easter. Okay, and you can leave it that way, but I showed you guys the other night when I did my video on Monday, my new favorite die, and it comes out of the Memorable Blooms. And this guy, you know how you just have a guy that's the life of the party? Well, this is the life of the Stampin' Card because it adds just that tiny little accent there on the top. Okay, and then and you can break it apart. Okay, there's no rule in stamping that says you cannot pull things apart and recreate, design, whatever you want to do. Okay, so we have all that right there. And I'm going to put this piece coming over this way. Isn't that pretty? I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, and then let me see what I did with my... if this is your first time joining me, thank you. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube page, I would love for you to be a subscriber. But if you have stamped with me before, you know I have a small love for embellishments and sparkle and shiny things. So I am going to take these gems here. I'm going to take the smaller ones, and I'm going to lift them. And I'm going to put one there. And one more. Okay. Well, maybe not. It didn't come with me. Decided to stay behind. You can take your pick tool, or you can also use the ends of your scissors. Our paper snips are super sharp and fabulous. Okay, so we're going to open this up this way. And you're like, well, Dory, there's all that there. Where am I going to write my message? If you're not my friends, for my message writers, there is a piece of white that goes here. I'll be honest, guys, I don't think I grabbed the right piece because it's too short. It should be 5 1/4. I'm not sure what happened. So let me cut a quick piece. This one is too short. I have my little, let me see. I have strips over here. I always have, but I don't think they're long enough. That might be my problem. Yeah, that's my problem. They're not long enough. So give me just a second. Right here behind me, I'm going to cut one. The magic of cardstock right behind you. 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. I'm just using my Stampin' Up! Paper cutter that has the scorer, and this, so much better. That's like, your favorite pair of pants. Fits perfectly. Alrighty. So we're going to put this on here, and that will give you your little inside piece that you can write your Easter message. So let me show you. We have, oh my goodness gracious. My little gems are not cooperating. I guess that they're ready for bed too. You cannot have a flower without a gem. There we go. So there are the 2 different designs of the Easter card. Okay. Hopefully you guys love it. And then I wanted to show you, so if you didn't put this piece on the front, and I don't think I have another piece. Oh, I do. Okay, so let me show you. If you had, because I want you to be able to use this design. So if you have knee is 8.5 by 5.5. You're going to score at 4 1/4, right? Not cut. You're going to score, right? And then 7 1/4. Perfect. Just like that. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back. We're going to fold and fold this back, right? So if you have a die cut, I'm going to reach over. Excuse my. You could simply put a die here, okay? And you would put your, let's do it. We're going to do it together, right? Might as well. We're going to have, it's 5 1/4. I'm going to cut somewhere in my cardstock. It does not look like it's very even. I'm going to have to give it a haircut at the bottom too. I just have this little scrap here. I'm hoping it's going to, let's see. So we need 4 by 5 1/4, right? And then we need a 2 3/4. Let's see what we got. 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. Excuse my cutting here. What do we have? 5 1/4? Yes. Yes, please. So that's going to be our piece for the front. Let me make sure this is 5 1/4. And we're just going to do a little stamping on the fly right now. But I want to show you how you can use this design for something else. So we have this. Okay. So you have choices. You could use this piece for the side here. So let's do it. Or you could use this piece, but I'm going with the gingham. Oh, maybe. Whoops. You didn't see that. Glue on this side. Tom to the rescue. Okay. So I'm going to put this piece here. This is a great way to use this design. Then I'm going to, and for this, I probably wouldn't have, I would glue the flap down. Like so. Okay. And then, oh my gosh, guys, don't glue the flap down yet. Sorry, you didn't see that. We're going to put this on first, and then we're going to glue the flap down. Oh, it was a long day at work. Here we go. So let's do this. Let's glue this first. And then, there we go. Yay. And then we're going to glue our flap down. Okay. Just like that. And I think I might have a piece. I thought I did. I don't. So in my video yesterday, I used here it is. Yep, I do. I wanted the dies here. So look how perfect this is. This can go right on the front. And if you want to, you can be wild and crazy. You could put another piece of cardstock right here. Okay. What do I have? Maybe I don't have anything. But you would put this here. Okay. You would put your dimensionals here. 1, 2, and 3. Like I said, guys, this is on the fly. There's nothing prepared for this one, but I want to show you how you can use it as another design. Okay, so it would come open like this. I'm going to move it over just a tad. I want it to be in the middle there. Maybe just like that. Okay, perfect. And so then you would have your card, and you'd have a piece of your white on the inside, and that would be this guy here. So let's do it. We're going to cut it out in real time. So I have my stamp cut and emboss machine, and I'm going to put this on top. I'm going to roll it through, and I'm not going to finish the card tonight. I'll post it tomorrow. but I want you to see how you can use this design. I don't think it went all the way through. To make something unique and use this fold again and again. Here we go. So there's that piece that goes there on the inside. All right. How many of you made Easter cards to send this year? Anybody? We also have Mother's Day right around the corner. So, this would be perfect for that as well. Okay, so there's our little piece there. Oh, and then you put your piece of white there on the inside, like we did. So that is another version of the fold there. And I will post that tomorrow evening. So thank you guys for joining me for another video from Stampin' Always with Dory. Again, I'm Dory Schneider. You can find me on Facebook and YouTube at Stampin' Always with Dory. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I thank you in advance for doing so. And you can find me at doryschneider.stampinup.net. Have a great rest of your week, great Easter weekend, and I can't wait to stamp with you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.